You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Abigail Davidow, and I am honored to welcome you all to the 2021 Fall Recognition Ceremony. I would like to congratulate all of my fellow graduates on all of their accomplishments. Can you believe we're finally here? It's incredible to think how much has changed since I first visited this campus. From my major to the world as a whole, I never could have predicted how it would turn out. Through it all, though, one place remained as a constant foundation, and that is our home here at KU. I believe each of us spend our time here building our own unique home on the hill. The university initially provides us with a floor plan for our time here, and we provide a foundation of our previous experiences. From there, we began to build up our individual houses, and let's just say some of us, myself included, may have completely switched floor plans even a couple times in the middle of the process. The structure of our house was created with the courses that we took and the knowledge that we gained. And the rooms are furnished with our experiences in organizations, communities, clubs, and other extracurriculars we participated in. Eventually, we started to make additions to our house in the form of our favorite spots around campus. This can look like anything from favorite study spot, Anschutz, to your favorite spot to eat in DeBruce, and even to the study room and spa where we spent many hours with friends trying to cram for tests and meet project deadlines. I know that I personally consider the computer hall in Eaton to be my second home with as many hours as I've spent there over the years. Now, what truly transforms these houses that we built into homes are the people we invite into them. The people we meet throughout our time here are the ones who help us fill our homes with joy and laughter and repair it when storms come and cause damage. As we all know, our houses have experienced the relentless storm of the pandemic, but finally being able to welcome friends back in has allowed our healing process to begin. I know I would not have as much of an attachment to my home at KU if it weren't for the amazing friends that I made along the way. I hope that as you look back at this home you built, you see that it might not fit typical standards, but that it perfectly fits you. Although now it's time for us to search for new houses. No matter how far we fly from the nest, our home on the hill is permanent and will always be a safe place for us to return to. But now comes the fun, exciting, and honestly a little bit terrifying part of this whole celebration, our futures. Some of you may already have plans for your future, while others may not. Regardless, the next steps in our journey will be an adventure and a chance to start fresh on the new foundation. I know all of you have amazing futures ahead, and I can't wait to see what everyone accomplishes. It may seem impossible that each of us here can change the world, but change has to start somewhere, and I think we can all use our personal and professional experiences to better the world in our own unique way. I would like to leave you with a quote that I heard recently. A couple weeks ago, I watched my cousin perform in a production of Holiday Inn, and one of the characters said, "Every now and then, it's a good idea to pause in our pursuit of happiness to just be happy." This quote really struck me as I was in the midst of preparing for graduation and writing a speech. All of us graduating today are taking a huge step towards our pursuit of happiness, but I encourage you all to not let this do not let your future plans prevent you from celebrating and living in this moment of accomplishment now. We have worked very hard toward this goal for many years, and we deserve to take time to pause on this achievement before rushing into the new and exciting adventures that lie ahead. Congratulations again, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I would now like to introduce the Engineering Student Council President, Eli Johannesson, for the presentation of the Locke Award.
Thank you. As Abigail mentioned, my name is Eli Johannesson, and it's been a pleasure to serve as this year's President of Engineering Student Council. I would now like to present the Sammy N. Carl Locke Award for Outstanding Senior in the School of Engineering. This award was established in 2002 by the former Dean of the School of Engineering, Carl Locke, and his wife, Sammy. This award is based on the students' academic performance in addition to their involvement in the School of Engineering. This year's Sammy and Carl Locke Award is presented to a senior who exemplifies the qualities of a model student in the School of Engineering. Outstanding academics, excellent research, strong engineering skills, and a leader in the KU engineering community. This student shows a deep understanding of classroom material, a desire to learn, and constantly impresses on challenging assignments. Despite the challenges of being a student during the remote learning semesters, this student built connections with their peers, forming and leading groups in class. This student is also instrumental in the Honor Society Upsilon Pi Epsilon, revitalizing the undergraduate mentorship program, and they are responsible for a major component of KU's interdisciplinary effort to win the Department of Transportation's Inclusive Design Challenge. This senior will be graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Sammy and Carl Locke Award for Most Outstanding Graduating Senior for December 2021, Abigail Davidow.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the School of Engineering, Dr. Arvind Agha. We will now recognize each graduate. I would like to introduce the Associate Deans of the School of Engineering, who will congratulate those students earning graduate degrees, followed by those students earning undergraduate degrees. Dr. Mario Medina, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Camden Tamerler, Associate Dean for Research. And Dr. Elena Sutley, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging. Please hold your applause until the last student has crossed the stage.
Science and computer science. Abigail Davidow. And now we will recognize those earning a Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology. Golnaz Iman. Nathan George. And now we will recognize those earning a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Nate Gaynor.
Fellow graduates, our diplomas will be available by the middle of February. I know we will all display them proudly. Guests, we would appreciate if you would please remain in your seats until all of our faculty and graduates have left the theater. Then join your students outside of Murphy Hall. Please be aware that parking restrictions begin at 11 a.m. for today's KU men's basketball game. I would invite you all to please join me in singing the first verse of The Crimson and the Blue. The words are in your program.